Welcome back, everyone, to Mordor, and hello there, Gimli. What do you think about the door? Hello? Anybody home? It's barred. Yep. Okay, let's see if we can find them at the front door then. Let's see if we could reason for them from there. Wait a minute, what's this? A page.
Then Turun and Harad Sauron roamed, gifting 6 of the 9 rings to kings and chieftains, yoking peoples and armies under his command. 7 to dwarf lords in their hidden halls.
Well, that was quite an improvement in the voice volume over the past, that's for sure. But let's close that out and let's pull the mechanism. Hello? You should not have come back, Pineleaf. There shall be no peace between our peoples, neither now nor once the ring is found. We shall send Gimli a message of our own. You're ahead! Well, that's rude. I think that's rude. I have to look up rude in the dictionary to see whether that falls under the definition. I'm pretty sure it's rude. I just wanted to talk. You're not going to talk. You just want to fight. Well then, you know all those things that I did for you guys? Do you know that requires a pretty good warrior to do it? Like perhaps that if you were better at it than I was, you could have done it yourself? Ungrateful wretches. They told me that the only message they wanted to send back to you was my head. Unfortunately, I was able to arrange for it to be brought back with it still attached to my body. So that? They attacked you? And they threatened my folk? Ah! Well, that settles it. The time for talk is ended. Uh-oh. Our hand is forced, Pineleaf. The dwarves of Mordor have turned against themselves. Voskmoon's treachery cannot go unanswered. We must stop the Firehorns from seeking the dwarf ring. No matter their supposed might, some family heirlooms are best forgotten, I think. It is not unlike the axe of Mithril Ziegelbert, of which you once spoke of. If the search does not bring them home some ruin, finding it will not change their fortunes. If the men of Mordor still desire the ring, they shall not rest until it is recovered, whether it is by their own hands or taken from those foolish enough to wield it in Mordor. No matter where he leads them, Voskman is putting his folk into greater danger. The fool will lead his people into the fires of Mount Doom if he thought the dwarf ring might be hidden there. Well, I don't doubt that one bit. These Firehorns are even worse than the Dourhands we encountered in our adventures, my friend. At least I knew where I stood with the Dourhands. Perhaps Legolas was right after all. It is decided then. For the good of the dwarves of Mordor, we must storm the Oath-Taker's horn. Okay? And what do you want me to do? Now, you sure saw, as I did, that some among the stout axes seem unsettled by the king's command that we be cast out from the spire. What will become of them? Shall they be met now with threats and curses? Perhaps they shall even be unfairly marked as traitors? I cannot speak for King Dian, but I would offer the stout axes a new home amongst my folk. we shall have need for the hardy dwarves now that Sauron has fallen. If you find any who still name themselves stout axes in the oath taker's horn, aid them and offer them my promise that they shall find refuge in the halls of Durin's folk. Alright, so I need to help intimidated dwarves. Ah, yes, the fire horns may have sealed the hidden gate, but they have left their greatest weakness exposed. Don't you see it, Pineleaf? The lower gate is now the only passage in and out of the spire, and it leads to the very heart of their forges. Ruin their forges and break their weapons, and I dare say their search will be over before it begins. If the fire horns discover you, do what you must. When the dour hands treated my folk as the fire horns treat the stout axes now, I did not shy from battle. While you deal with that, I'll escort Sparkoth into the spire. He has a mind to speak with King Greytooth, but I do not think it wise. I have my axe to do the talking, if needed. Yes, I guess so. And what do you think of all this, Sparkoth?
How have we fallen so far?
That I don't know. At my request, Gimli has offered to escort me into Zor's chambers in the height of the spire. We shall force Voskman to hear my counsel, even if he heeds not a single word of it. Indeed, the stout axes may still be free of the tyrants of Mordor, but Voskman has become one of them, whether he believes it or not. I trust Gimli's axe shall keep me from harm, but I would ask that you seek Zversting, Dreary, Nath, and Freki as we storm the spire. If they have not already realized the king's folly, I would have you convince them to abandon the search for the dwarf rings and seek refuge among Durin's folk, as Gimli has proposed. As for Aiter, he may stand in our way, but he is a dwarf of words and little else. He has always sought to please those in power, and I think his loyalty now as false as it was ever. If he stands in the way of the king, he must be defeated or exposed as the coward that he is. Go! Gimli and I shall follow you into the spire. All right. So let's go into the spire and see the status of the Wicked Crown. Now that I'm inside, it's time to deal with these folk. Oh yes, I did finally manage to do some cooking between episodes, so I might as well have a little something to eat. I don't know if I'll be able to get everything in there, but at least I have my stats boosted, and here we go. And some resistances. Now the food isn't as good as the original 7-star stew. I mean, really. Item level 110 in these days, where that has 323. At least that makes sense. But oh well, I'll just have to live with what we've got. But it's better than nothing. That's all I gotta say about that. Especially considering what I had before was even worse. Now, I guess that's what I get for not having kept proper track of food updates. And see, oh, there's the Relic Master. Hey, hello. Oh, okay. Look, even the helper NPCs are now hostile. I mean, how rude is it that when you have a Relic Master attacking, maybe he's upset that I haven't spoken to a Relic Master all this time? I suppose that's always possibilities. Because, see, he's upset about this whole infusion thing. Imbuement! That's imbuement, not infusion. Oh, boy. Well, I'm sure he would not get it right in any case because he'd be so upset about it that. I mean, why would he use the proper word for imbuement anyway, right? Right. It's all logical. If logic could apply to anything in this place, that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, we've got another weapon rack. And more weapon racks. Oh, weapon racks all over the case. All over the place at all. Tools of persuasion? I'm sorry, Pineleaf, but my duty is to the king. First thing. Are you sure you really want to do that? Really? Maybe your duty to the king is to knock some sense into him, right? You realize he's lost his senses? You do realize that. I fight to the death, Pineleaf. Do what you must. Okay, fine. If that's what you want, death is what you get. Just saying. Oh well. Let's douse this. Well, hopefully that'll do some good. Hey, you want a defect? That'd be a great idea, wouldn't it be? That I won't have to kill you? You could just become Stout Axe again, right? Really? No? How about you? Okay, you're not liking the fire horns then? Alright, here, what'd you go free? I've got a freedom for you. Yes! This is no home of mine! Okay, good. At least some are willing to listen to us. Ooh, the Forge Master! I guess he's not too happy that because of imbuement, I haven't been going to Forge Masters lately either, right? Because I've sort of been ignoring a lot of legendary items of late. You know, I'm sure they really got upset. I'm sure this represents all the Forge Masters all over Middle-earth that are upset that high-level characters no longer go to them. Just letting out their frustrations. In this one dwarf, well, that one dwarf, I guess, because that dwarf is already gone. Let's see, so I need to find 3 more dwarves. Well, I'm not counting... Oh, plus 7 more intimidated ones. That's 10 dwarves in all. And let's see, we have here... We have fire horns all over the place. That's what we've got. All over the place. And we're going to have to kill a lot of them if we're going to get anywhere. Now, there is one for killing stout axes. Oh, yeah, there's one for killing smiths and... Yeah, I think I'll have absolutely no trouble with that bit. Okay. And that is... Yeah, more intimidated ones. We're going to find a lot of these all over the place. 8 smiths defeated. Check. 6 forges doused. Check. 8 weapons racks destroyed. 7 of 8. Maybe we can get 8 of 8. Well, not if he could help it, I guess. Sure you want to do this? Alright. Fine. Just wanted to be sure. Alright, now. Oh, double trouble. Extra smith for good measure? Of course. Because... Where are the named ones? We've only run into one of them so far, and he wasn't exactly friendly. Oh, it's two smiths. Two smiths, alright. That's not going to be confusing, right? Alright, and now finally 8 racks. That's 1 quest down. 2 to go. Let's see. Where are the rest of the intimidated? Ah, there's one right there. And there's the path upstairs. Alright, we'll have to go this way. One by one. Take care of them. I think this is the last one that's going to be down here. Then the rest will be upstairs, where I'm sure we're going to run into some nice, very not friendly dwarves. Ooh, the provisioner. Maybe he has something I could drink. Hello. Oh, provisioners are supposed to be friendly folk. No one ever tell you that? Really? You really want to die with this people? Really? Fine, I'll get my provisions somewhere else. Alright, now. Here is Freaky. Hello. Oh. Stout axes. Now, what do we got here? Oh! Hello there. Three at a time. Oh, fun. That's gonna be real fun, isn't it? And don't tell me did they seal the door with somebody's body? That's my better check as soon as I see what they were doing up there. That would be rude. Oh, we are talking about fire horns though, aren't we? I think rude's their middle name. Okay. Do I have to kill the entire fortress? Well, that's one way to take care of the fire horns, right? Kill the whole lot of them! Well, maybe that'll be tough to do. Oh, Nath! Let me help you.
We endure, as we always have. That is our way.
Well, they're not enduring very well if you ask me, these fire horns. Fire horns? Bah! These dwarves are no kin of mine. Say what you will of her. At least Zorth never chained us to doors. You and Gimli have seen much beyond these lands, and if this is what my home has now become, I should like to follow where you go and leave this land behind. It is good to be out of these chains, my friend, but I cannot leave just yet. For the honor of my family and my fallen kin, I shall gather what remains of the stout axes and find them a place to rest in the low hills of Dor Amarth. What has become of my folk? These fire horns are no kin of mine. Well, here we go. At least one of them was alive. And that just leaves Dreary. Find him. And there's another intimidated yeah. Just find Dreary. Find out what happened to him. Hopefully he's able to help. And take some more of the intimidated ones away, because right now there's just too many of these guys around. Too many for their own good. Now, where's that king? And where's Jury? Ah, here's Dreary. Hello there. Are you okay?
This is no home for a dwarf.
It was not supposed to be like this. those who would not follow Voskman were slain by Aeter and the others, and now all I have are these stones by which to remember them. What have we done? Where is the honor among my people? Whether Manthrief holds any power or not, it has brought greater ruin upon our people than even Sauron could have devised. Gimli spoke true, but the truth has come too late to save my kin. Well now, we must now find Aeter, and that's what we're going to do in the next episode of Pineleaf in Mordor.